Hello everyone, today is December 30th, 2008. My name is Nick, and I'll be reviewing the Cube Computer Mid-Tower Deluxe Blue Light Special Limited Edition Media Center PC. The Cube Computer Mid-Tower Deluxe is pretty much a hybrid between a standard PC, as you would typically know it as, and a home theater system. It also sports a nice look, as you can tell by the cold cathode lights inside the case. A nice window on the side and two bulb lights in the front, and a center light, and a silver case. On the front we have a DVD-ROM drive and a CD burner, floppy disk drive, card readers, two USB 2.0 ports, and on the side, as you can see, here's my hardware setup. The motherboard is an ECS Enforce 9M-A motherboard with an AMD Athlon 64X2 4200 plus Brisbane dual-core processor, 4 GB of GIL DDR2 800 RAM. Video card is an ATI Radeon HD 3450 graphics card. Like I said, it's high definition. The TV tuner is a Hauppauge One TV PVR 250. The sound card is a Sound Blaster Odyssey. And our motherboard chipset is an NVIDIA GeForce 8000 series. Similar to how the M-Force 3 chipset is, it's a single chip by itself. The board also has supports GeForce Boost and Hybrid SLI with NVIDIA cards. Unfortunately, this setup does not have an NVIDIA graphics card, so those features cannot be supported. This motherboard has one IDE connector, ATA133, which is hooked to the CD and DVD drive. The motherboard also has 5 serial ATA ports, 3.0 version. One going to the hard disk drive and 4 more available for other use. And this board supports RAID, so that's a good thing. Our CPU cooler is a Sunbeam Silent Whisper CPU cooler, featuring 3 U-shaped heat pipes going to a copper base. Same one that was on the 754 setup, but easily installed on this AM2 setup. This power supply is an AtPower 500 watt power supply, which can be found on Newegg.com for $19.99. It has, on the 12 volt rail, for those who are interested, it has 28 amps on the 12 volt rail. That's the most interesting part of this power supply that is in this system. So it can run a lot of high-end graphics cards. And it's a single 12 volt rail. Our power supply, not to mention, is very quiet too. The fans run at low speed and will adjust if needed if the whole system gets hot enough, which it never does, which is a good thing. Ventilation of the case, we have an 80mm fan on the side, a 120mm fan in the back, and 2 80s in the front to cool the hard drive. The motherboard in this system is what I would consider ready for the next generation of computers, because it has embedded support for the Phenom quad-core processors, which are AM2 plus, and this board supports 32 GB, yes, 32 GB of DDR2 RAM, 1066 with the Phenom X4 processor. Not sure if you can see it or not, but this motherboard does not have a printer port nor serial ports like most boards do. It has USB ports. Instead, it has 6 USB ports on the back and has 3 USB headers on the front, totaling 12 USB ports. Which the Mid-Tower Deluxe itself has 2 USB ports on the front and 6 in the back. The operating system is Windows XP Media Center Edition 2005. The Mid-Tower Deluxe is in dire need of Windows Vista Home Premium 64-bit to enable full support of the 4 GB of RAM and the DirectX 10 support of the high definition graphics card. Those are 2 highlights there that I needed to make about it, because really This thing here is too powerful for XP. It runs it, well, not mentioned it runs it fast, but XP can't support the whole system. Here's a look at CPU-Z of the processor. Now note, this is not the correct voltage on the processor. I don't know why it's showing this, but I can look at all my sensors in Windows and not all of them show it correctly. The voltage on this processor is 1.33, which it shows in the BIOS. The only con about this motherboard is that in Windows none of the sensors read correctly. Here's a little look at CPU-Z. Here's CPU-Z on our system board. I've recently updated the BIOS to the latest version the day I installed the board into the system. And the graphics interface is a whole lot better than what it used to be. Now it's PCI Express 2.0 x 16 compared to AGP 8 times on the old card. And all these upgrades all together have made a huge increase in performance on this computer. It's amazing to see how much the mid-tower Deluxe has evolved from day one to now. You look through my YouTube channel, you'll see videos way back from 2007 when this thing was a Pentium 4 rig. And it's just amazing to know that how much upgrading has been done in this thing in a year's time. And this recent upgrade, which I upgraded it a few weeks ago, it was mid-December. And this upgrade was one of the biggest upgrades I've ever done to this computer, because I pretty much replaced everything but the case and the drives. Everything else was replaced with something new. Which it cost about $200, which wasn't bad at all for what I got. And I'll update when I get new stuff put in this computer.